Max are back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Vaccine combo.
Son, you gotta have your Max, bro.
Okay. We gotta have
you gotta start wearing Max again, bro.
So the news popped up. The Comedy Store is basically kind of like trying to motivate people to get vaccinated. The audience as well.
Yeah.
They're going only vaccinated for the audience.
Yep.
And
comics and employees.
And comics and employees. And this made news. And I'll say back here in New York, the Comedy Cellar has already been like this. Everybody's got to be vaccinated. The audience has got to be vaccinated. And it was funny. There was like no black people in the crowd the first few times I went on stage, and I'm like, "Oh, is this the new like no fitted hat, no Timberlands? Like, is this how you keep black people out of establishments? Like, you don't even have to talk about their clothes.
Yeah,
no do rags, no service. No, just say vaccine, and then boom, you're gonna have a very white, Asian, and Indian crowd.
That's White Panther right there.
That's White Panther. So now the Comedy Store in LA is doing it, and people are making a big deal of this. But I think this is what's going to happen. I think because the government can't say you have to get vaccinated, because the government can't say you have to wear a mask, they can't, just because of the way that the American justice system is built, they can't just say that. There are liberties. Private businesses can take it upon themselves to decide what the policy is. Yeah. And that's just what's going to happen. The corporations are going to go, you want to work here? You're going to have to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about it?
I didn't have a problem 10 years ago when the Christian guy was like, hey, I'm not making your gay wedding cake. It's something I believe is Christian. I didn't agree with the moral stance, but it is a private business. And a lot of people who probably are going to have a problem with this were like, nah, that guy should have a right to conduct business as he wants to, but then they can have an issue with people requiring masks, and vice versa. People who before were like, no, he should have to make that gay wedding cake. It doesn't matter. This is a business, blah, 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 whatever their logic was. They're going to support this and say, oh, no, it's a private business now. You should be allowed to keep out people who are unvaccinated. I think on both sides, you should keep out, it's your business. Do what you want to do. Conduct it how you'd like.
Right. Yeah, from a consumer level, I agree. From like an employment level, I think it's tricky. Like if the shop was like discriminating hiring people for being gay, then I'd be like, oh no, that's fucked up.
Yes, agreed.
I think that should be illegal to not hire someone just based off like their orientation. Whereas like making a cake is like, oh, that's just a consumer.
Yeah.
And so I think you're able to pick and choose consumption, but as far as like employment, I feel like that's different.
Right. But for the vaccine,
interesting though.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
But for the vaccine, do you feel the same? Sorry, do you feel the same consistency? Like, because I think there is a difference if it's like, oh, this guy could infect me or my customers or whatever. So no,
well, it can't affect you as you're vaccinated.
Yeah, it's true. That's true, actually.
But private companies already have rules for their employment. Like there are some drug tests, some don't.
Right.
So it's like that's based on a private company. So they should be allowed to do that for vaccines as well.
Right.
And now we're at a stage where people with the Delta variant, for vaccinated folks and unvaccinated folks, the spread is the same. So this
that's not true. That's not true. That's apparently that's media misinformation. Apparently, it's like
is it?
Yeah, the Biden administration is mad at the media now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
is the news fake now?
Yeah, now the news is fake.
Okay, another thing I'm upset about that I discovered in Europe, where I just was gallivanting, is that they have this European Green Pass that I know. Just vanting. That if you actually get credit for being a COVID survivor, as we all are, for 6 months. Not like within 90 days we have to go race over to CVS and get the vaccine. Why are we not looking at natural protection?
Look, it's tricky. It's annoying. I'm not annoyed as much about the vaccine thing being mandatory because I've taken it. So it affects me in no way. If I don't know why, like I understand that people are really concerned about the vaccine and they think that it's really awful and something's going to happen. It's an experiment. Yes, that might be the case. But I don't know, for whatever reason, if I'm being completely honest with you, I'm just like, whatever. I really just feel whatever about it at this point because I've taken it already. Now, my arm could fall off in 6 months. Yeah. That's possible. And then you guys call me a fucking idiot and I'll be competing in the Special Olympics or whatever it is.
Absolutely.
Just killing these motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
Right?
Working that nose like
Paralympics.
Yeah, exactly. I point that shit up there. That's the rudder. That's the rudder, bro. But I'm just like, I don't care if you take it or not. I'm not going to be one of these people who's going to go, you need to get the vaccine. I don't give a flying fuck if you take it or not. But I also don't give a flying fuck if you die from COVID.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Now, if you take the vaccine and you die from COVID, I'm furious.
Yeah.
Because why are we doing this experimental shit and then we're still dying?
And dying anyway. Yeah.
But that's not happening.
Yes, the numbers are showing that that's not happening.
The death rates haven't changed.
No, the vaccine's effective.
The vaccine is effective. It's definitely effective when it comes to dealing with the virus in your system. So it makes it much easier to deal with.
Yeah.
Like I know somebody who got the Delta variant. She didn't have the vaccine and it fucking roasted her up. It was really bad. And she had the original one. So Corona ran it back with her with that Delta and she said it was way worse. Wow. But if she had the vaccine, she would have plowed through that shit or she wouldn't have even gotten infected.
There are some max people are like, yo, you can still die from Delta with the vaccine, but it's like less than 0.5%. It's like 0.001% are dying from it.
And most of those people either have like some
comorbidities.
Which this is my point about the. This is my point about
stop making policy based on motherfuckers that are fat. Like stop it. Like,
and also
stop making clothes for them. Stop doing everything for them. Like stop.
No. Please make clothes for them.
Nah, B.
No. I don't want no naked fat people walking around. So
I want that.
Squeezing out like a sausage?
Yes. Heavy. Yeah.
But in terms of the mask mandate, you cannot. The flu kills more than 0.001% of the people who get it. Yeah. We don't have a mask mandate in place for the flu. Exactly. You can't have a mask mandate based on 0.001% of people who are dying or people who have made a choice that they were allowed to make, which is, I don't want to get this vaccine. I also think at the same time, a business has a right to say, have a choice and say, fine, you can't come into my business. And if you die, we don't give a fuck.
But I don't want that choice to be that we wear masks. I'm over the mask. I'm not wearing the mask anymore. I got the vaccine. If you get the vaccine, you don't have to wear the mask, and that's it. I'm fucking sorry. But actually, I'm not even sorry. That's it. I got the shit in my arm. I'm not wearing the fucking mask.
The only pushback, and this is what I heard, it could be incorrect knowledge, but I heard that. So because you're getting the vaccine in the muscle, you're building up your immune system, but it's not like building up in your nostrils where most people are contracting. I'm telling you, it's like the Delta variant, it multiplies way quicker than the original one. And so you don't have enough fucking immune system to fight it in viral load in your nose that's why people are getting it still, but you're not dying.
If that's the key. If you're getting it and you get sick like you do with the flu, we don't have mandatory flu vaccine or flu mask.
But that's why they're saying you should still wear a mask.
You can suggest
it's
and I can say, fuck you.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. No, we're not doing a mask shit. We're not doing a mask shit.
That's what I'm saying. I think at a certain point, like, you got to move on. Like, there's an effective vaccine that's out. It's been out long enough for people to get it. It's free for people to get it. And at a certain point, you got to be like, all right, let's keep it moving.
And we have effective treatments when people do get it.
That's the other thing. Like,
we know how to handle it.
I don't care about cases anymore.
I care about death rate.
Why
death rate, hospitalization, all that matters.
Death rate's down everywhere.
If the death rate's down and the hospitals aren't overflowing, then we're good to go. Shut your fucking mouth and go about business as usual. I'm sorry. Stop doing this bullshit where you like create legislation to make it seem like you give a flying fuck about saving people's lives when nobody's dying.
Yeah.
The death rate is not changing.
Yeah.
Until it changes, shut your fucking mouth. Don't tell us to wear the mask. I don't want to seem like I'm one of these like Karens outside of a Kroger's just like waiting to see if someone asks them to put a mask on. That's not what that's about. I took the risk.
Yeah.
I put my life on the line, quote unquote. I don't believe that that's the case, but like I put the shit in my body based on a contract that if I put it in my body, I can go back to life as normal. Don't break that contract.
Well said.
And do not break it for motherfuckers that are willing to risk getting it.
Yeah.
Like, you're protecting people who don't want to be protected.
Yeah.
If kids started dying every 2 seconds of this shit, I'd be the first person to have it on. Trust me. I'd be the first person. They're not dying. The only people who are dying are the motherfuckers that refuse to get the vaccine. And if they do have the vaccine, they are on death's doorstep already. And this shit is just pushing them off. Like that fucking game with the quarters that are at the edge. You know what I'm talking about? The token shit in Coney Island?
Not only are you protecting people who don't want to be protected, you're doing it at our expense. They've decided they don't want to be protected. And now you are having us make sacrifices that we specifically got this vaccine to not make. Yeah.